Welcome to Faith 7 Business, where we forge entrepreneurial thinking on the solid foundation of Christian faith. Here, every lesson goes beyond profit margins. It's about casting a far-sighted vision. Building a company that delivers lasting value to community and honors our Lord. Mourning the San Francisco hills. As golden sunlight streams through the window and awakens your spirit with fresh ambition. In that moment, Solomon's teachings in Ecclesiastes ring out like a compass. Transform wisdom into an unbreakable fortress. Recognize the empty snare of greed. Diversify your investments to weather every storm. Avoid hoarding cash to no purpose. And always keep money in service to your mission, not the other way around. Today's journey will guide us through 5 core principles. 1. Discover why wisdom far outweighs mere wealth when it comes to safeguarding and building long-term success. 2. Identify the hollow trap of greed, so you never lose sight of your core values and vision. 3. Understand how diversification serves as a strategic shield to reduce unforeseen risks. 4. Examine the fallout from idle accumulation and learn to keep your capital flowing and multiplying. 5. Embrace the mindset of using money as a tool, never allowing it to become the harsh master of your decisions. Each principle will be explored with depth and clarity, grounded in real-world examples and actionable takeaways. You won't just gain knowledge, you'll find the inspiration to move forward with confidence. Make wise decisions, and pour your heart into every step. Get ready to dive in. Share your insights. Contribute your experiences. And let's build together a business empire that is not only financially prosperous but also radiant with faith and community impact. Imagine a warm morning in San Francisco. John, a driven, enthusiastic startup founder, sits quietly as his Christian mentor shares the eternal truths of Ecclesiastes. Gentle sunlight filters through the window panes, and each word falls into his heart like a spark, igniting a fierce passion to build a thriving business on the rock of faith. 1. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 12. Wisdom and wealth as a fortress shield. Wisdom is a shelter as money is a shelter. But the advantage of knowledge is this: wisdom preserves the one who has it. Solomon compares wisdom to wealth. Both can shield our lives and enterprises. Yet the key is that wisdom sustains life and long-term success more reliably than money alone. Business insight. In the same way, a smart strategy and skillful resource management are your best insurance. Capital and assets can form a strong wall. But without wise leadership, that wall will crumble. Relying solely on finances leaves your venture vulnerable. Illustration. A savvy entrepreneur channels funds into market research and risk mitigation rather than hoarding cash. When a crisis strikes, say, a pandemic, he's already set aside emergency reserves and diversified his offerings. So his company weathers the storm. By contrast, the one who simply accumulated money without a plan suffers heavy losses. Action item. Treat wisdom and knowledge as essential insurance for your enterprise. Create a long-term financial plan. Invest in talent development, technology, and risk management. Don't view capital as a cure-all. Use it to enable sound decisions and build your fortress under God's guidance. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. Greater than Jim Rohn. 2. Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 10. The trap of greed. Money mouth face. Whoever loves money never has enough. Whoever loves wealth is never satisfied with their income. This too is meaningless. The original word for meaningless conveys emptiness and futility. In other words, the endless pursuit of riches leads only to hollow disappointment. Business insight. When profit becomes your sole obsession, you risk slipping into unethical practices or losing sight of your core values. A company that chases revenue at all costs, ignoring mission, customers, and employees, won't endure. Illustration. A Christian-founded startup that prioritizes sky-high profits pressures workers unfairly and ends up mired in an environmental scandal. Conversely, an entrepreneur who knows when to be content, who upholds family and community values, secures long-term vision and customer trust. Action item. Ask yourself, are my financial goals aligned with God's purposes? Embrace moderation. Set profit targets within ethical boundaries and be content with what you have. Invest in your people. Pay fair wages. Give generously. These practices keep your gains from becoming meaningless. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day. Jim Rohn. Divide your investments among 7, and even EIT, because you do not know what disaster may come upon the land. This verse teaches us to spread our resources across multiple channels. If thieves or calamities strike one source, other streams remain intact. In business terms, never put all your eggs in one basket. Business insight. The marketplace is volatile. Economic swings, shifting trends, fierce competition, even natural disasters. Diversifying products, markets, and investment vehicles reduces the impact when one area falters. For example, sell both online and offline, or invest in complementary industries. Illustration. During a financial downturn, a company with only a single tech product can collapse. Meanwhile, an investor who allocates capital across stocks, bonds, real estate, and R&D stays resilient. Action item. Design a multi-pronged investment plan. Allocate budgets across different product lines or reserve funds for emergencies. Explore new markets. Adopt emerging technologies. And broaden partnerships. Remember, you can't predict every storm, so prepare multiple scenarios. Risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. Warren Buffett. 4. Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 14. The folly of hoarding wealth brick. I have seen a grievous evil under the sun, wealth hoarded to the harm of its owner. Solomon warns that gathering riches without putting them to good use ultimately leads to loss. Cash tied up idle can be wiped out by failed investments or disaster, leaving heirs empty-handed. Business insight. Merely stockpiling assets without deploying them for growth through R&D, marketing, or team training allows value to erode. Instead, put capital to work to generate real returns. Illustration. A company with a large reserve that never innovates or upskills its workforce is overtaken by competitors. In contrast, a business owner who channels funds into developing technology and people sees sustained, healthy growth. Action item. Avoid passive hoarding. Continuously reinvest, innovate, and expand. Craft a deliberate capital allocation strategy and pray for God's wisdom to steward your resources effectively. Money grows on the tree of persistence. Jim Rohn. When John's session ended, he felt those teachings ignite his soul. Urging immediate action, he realized that, like Howard Schultz, Oprah Winfrey, or Elon Musk, leaders who blend wisdom, enduring commitment, and faith in a higher purpose, he too could build his business not merely for profit, but to honor God and serve his community. Let these principles guide you. May every decision you make carry passion, vision, and unwavering faith. Only when ***, wisdom is your fortress. Greed is an empty snare. Diversification your lifesaver. And **, hoarding without strategy a path to ruin. Will you truly forge a sustainable, prosperous, and meaningful business empire? As we draw this first lesson to a close, remember that every decision you make, every dollar you allocate, every risk you take, every opportunity you seize, becomes a brick in the fortress you're building. Let wisdom guide your strategy. Let integrity guard your ambitions. Let diversification steady your course. And let your capital flow purposefully rather than stagnate in fear. Above all, keep money in its rightful place, a tool to advance your vision, not a tyrant ruling your life. When you lead with faith, insight, and courage, you're not just creating a business, you're crafting a legacy that will outlast market cycles and economic storms. Thank you for joining us on Faith 7 Business today. Your commitment to growing both in knowledge and in faith inspires us to bring you ever deeper, more powerful insights. Be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your story matters here. In our next session, we'll unpack how to turn market data into divine direction, and explore the spiritual disciplines that can transform your boardroom leadership. Stay with us on this journey, and let's continue building enterprises that stand firm on the unshakable foundation of God's wisdom. We'll see you in the next chapter.